Hey everybody, it's Coach Barbie Figueroa, and my husband's gonna kill me for sweating all over his leather chair here. But my goal here is to keep it real. For people who are following my journeys, I'm in contact with so many people, and I literally just finished working out, and in the middle of my workout, I just started crying uncontrollably. Like literally, I had to. Thank God it was in the middle of transitioning from one move to another, and I grabbed my towel and I was just sobbing and crying and stuff like that. And so let me tell you a little bit about what happened. I'm in the middle of Power 90. That's my program, but I have two coaches on my team. Love them dearly. I've got Angie and Matt, and they're always talking about how awesome Turbofire is, how awesome Turbofire is. And what happened was that when I became a coach a year ago, I had gotten, one of the big packs that come with like the premium workouts. I have Insanity and P90X and Turbofire, and I've got all the big programs. And when I was around 216 or so, I popped in the Turbofire. I looked at it for 2 minutes and I was like, I can't do this. I'm like, this is way too, it's like Turbo Jam on fast forward, right? Like, it's like way too much. I could not do it. And I put it back in the box, and I put it in the the closet, and that was my perception of Turbofire. So anytime somebody would ask me about Turbofire, I'd be like, forget it, man. That is like way too hard. That is like Turbo Jam on fast forward, because that was my perception of it. But Maddie and Angie had talked so good about it, and I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really strong, and I've been through a lot in this last year. It's coming up December 13th, the year that I started Beachbody programs. And you know what? I was like, today's my cardio day. I'm gonna pop it in to see how it is. I tried it actually a couple days ago on my cardio day for Power 90. I tried it at night. I was feeling sick during the day, so I popped it in at night, and I did like the first class. And you Turbofire people know what I'm talking about. They've got the teaching class, and they teach you the moves, and I have two left feet, so I'm so uncoordinated. But anyway, so what is this all about? Okay, so when I went to the game plan event in January, and I met my sponsor there. Actually, we met before that, but we actually saw each other at game plan. They did a whole Turbofire workout on stage, and I was 216 pounds. I was so fat, and I was the fattest person in the room. No kidding. I was the fattest person in the room, and anybody else would have just walked out of there feeling defeated and feeling like they're not good enough and feeling like, oh man, I'm not worthy of being in front of all these beautiful, strong, empowered people. But when I joined Beachbody as a coach, I did it to change my life from the inside out. And so that's why, working out is so critical, has been such a critical part of my journey, because it's made me such a strong person inside, because if you can do Turbofire, if you can do P90X, and if you can do any of those workouts, your mental state is just like unstoppable, right? So I remember back in game plan struggling so much trying to do Turbofire, struggling so much. So I popped in the Turbofire today, and after the drill, the drill it's like you've got to give it all you got. And the thoughts of me being fat, the thoughts of me starting this journey walking, okay, the thoughts of me being at my fattest, where I was breathless down the stairs, and seeing myself at that very moment doing the drills and getting through them, I just broke down and cried. I just broke down and cried because, and this is probably corny for a lot of people, but for those of you, if there's only one person that can relate to this message, or if this helps anyone out there, you don't know what you can do until you do it. So many people resort to, I can't. There's other areas of my life where I'm certainly not perfect. I can guarantee you that. I'm far from it. But there's so many people that just resolve to, I can't. I'm not good enough. I can never do it. So they don't even try. And knowing that I was the fattest girl in the room that day at game plan, I'll never forget. There's a picture on my wall with me and Jason. And, I was obviously heavy and unhappy because I couldn't even do a full smile for the camera, to doing Turbofire drills in my living room. I couldn't do the whole thing because I have 2 left feet, so like I can't keep up with all the moves, the choreography yet. But last year I could hardly breathe getting up the stairs, and this year I can do Turbofire. Do you think that's just about being physically vain? No, so much more goes into this journey. You know, if you're not willing to grow and experience that change, that struggle that makes you a new person on the other side of that journey, you know, I feel so, my heart aches for that, for people like that, because I was at that point. But then one day I just said, you know, what do I have to lose? I'll accept whatever comes. If I'm ridiculed, I'm ridiculed. If they make fun of me behind my back, they make fun of me behind my back. You know, but you know, my kids need me, and I'm heading into my 40s, so I have to do something. And my camera died, so anyhow, that's basically it. That's basically it. A year ago, 2 years ago, I convinced myself that I couldn't. And then I took baby steps, and I started walking. And it was, you know, it was the way I started. And then I added Shakeology, and I lost the first 10 pounds. And then I did Power 90, and I lost another, you know, I lost my first whole 26 pounds on it. And you know, I accepted every step of my journey, you know. And so it's been so worth it, because who I am today is not who I was before. And I almost look at myself before, and I actually look at myself and I feel sorry for that person, because that person represented what I led myself to become. But I'm always proud of the fat girl who finally decided to put her foot down and do something about it. So if you're that fat girl, if you were like me, and you know that you're done tired, and you really want to, you know, give it all you got and really see what you're made of, you know, then I want you to get in contact with me. I'm going to be starting a challenge November 1st, 2011. We're rolling out something very, very special. We're rolling out some Beachbody challenge packs, and there's just a lot of exciting things coming that I can't fully reveal as of today, October 20th. But I really want to work with people who are ready to move forward, who are ready to shed the old skin, and who are ready to go through the pain of change. But the cool thing is that, you know, when you go through that pain of change, it just makes you stronger. And so many people are out there denying themselves of that joy that you get once you're on the other side. Last year I could barely breathe properly, and today I can do Turbofire, and that just brought me down to sobbing, because I had a breakthrough today. I had a breakthrough, and it felt amazing. So at this point, I will not be denied. I cannot be denied. And if you refuse to be denied any longer, then I want you to get in contact with me as soon as possible. And if you're not ready yet, then come back to me when you're ready, because I know you have to be ready to do it. But I will be there along the way for those of you that are ready to get it done, right? From fat girl to turbo queen, not quite, but definitely have made in tremendous progress. And it's awesome to no longer be the fattest girl in the room. It feels awesome. So anyway, this has been Barbie Figueroa. See you on the next video. Bye.